I just wanted to say it's hard, but it's well worth it to get healthier, to feel good, and to be able to enjoy your life with your family. You're at a young enough age that you're doing it at a good time. I feel like I waited too long. I really do. I really feel like I waited too long.
No hands!
Oh, I feel nauseous. But I'm happy. Hey everybody, it's Aaron from the Kilby Life, bringing you another Kilby Life video. Today is my 180-day carnivore update. I can't believe it. It's been 180 days. And as always, stay tuned to the end of this video and I will share with you an inspirational comment I received. So, I've been in a unhealthy, unspiritual, abusive relationship. And no, I'm not talking about my marriage or or even my kids. I'm not talking about people at work or family. I'm not talking about my church family. No, I'm talking about the abusive, codependent relationship I've had with food. I mean, we need food to survive. We need food to live, so we have to have food. Yeah, I'm not trying to minimalize abuse in any way, but there are some similarities between codependent or abusive relationships and food relationships, our relationships with food. And a lot of it is on the way that we look at ourselves and the way we think about ourselves. We don't value ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. There's something in us that is settled for something that's less. And I think that settling for something less is different than being content with where you are. Because sometimes we just have to be content with where we are. That's where we're placed. That's where God has us right now. There are certain ailments and things that we deal with that may never be healed. There may be things that afflict us that will never be healed. And so we got to kind of come to terms with those things and be comfortable in our own skin and content with where we are and learn what it is to be content with those things or without those things. Yeah, I thought I was just going on a diet. I thought I was just going on a health journey to try to get stronger and in better shape, try to lose some weight and to feel better about myself. And I do, and I have. I've gone a long way in the last 6 months. I'm blown away with my progress. I know I have a long way to go. I'm really not done. I think I just started and finally started to appreciate what I've been able to do, and I feel like my mindset is finally changed, at least to the degree it has. I've seen major progress in it. But I thought I was just going on a diet. And I thought it would be funny to kind of just film that journey so I could look back on it and see the progress that I made, right? Just, I could see that progress and see if it amounted to anything. And I was able to upload that 90-day video, and, all of a sudden people started watching it and sending all these comments about, you could do it, you're such an encouragement, keep it up, you look like Chris Pratt. It's over 50,000 views at this point, and to some people, like 50,000 views is amazing. Well, to me, like me, to other people, 50,000 views is literally nothing. They get it in 7 minutes or less when they upload a video. But to some regular guy like me that just works hard for a living, has a wife, who's a husband, who has a bunch of kids and a bunch of responsibilities, just some regular guy, to have that response from that has blown me away. And honestly, it's made me uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with the fact that I can influence people, or I can encourage people, or I'm uncomfortable because I don't like holding the weight of that responsibility, because I already have it at my job. I already have it in my marriage. I already have it with my kids. I already have it in my church fellowship. I already have lots of responsibilities and weights, and do I really want to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders when it comes to the carnivore diet or a zero carb diet, or just trying to inspire people to get better? And when I think about it, I'm blown away, but I'm not burdened by it. It doesn't seem like a burden to me. This is not a burden to me. Sure, I stress out a little bit about it. Want to make sure I'm bringing good content. I want to make sure that I'm bringing stuff that people want to see. I was laying in bed last night just thinking, I don't know what I'm going to say to the camera for my 6-month check-in. I don't know what I want to convey to people. I don't know how I want to say it. I don't know what to do. And I was just left with, do you know what? Just share your heart. Just share your heart and share where you're at. Share where God has brought you on this. And I'll just tell you, man, if you need to lose weight, join the club, right? Do something about it. Try to do something about it. Losing weight isn't everything, but it's a nice step. I've been doing some weight training, and I've been stepping it up a little bit more since I broke my foot and I really can't run. I actually took the dog out and was trying to do a little bit this morning, and she did not want to do it, and that was probably best because my foot is not completely healed. Like, I can move pretty good, but it gets worn out and my toe doesn't bend back like it should. But I do this weight training. I mean, it's not heavy weights, but I'm just trying to be stronger this year than I was last year. I'm trying to do the things that I've been putting off for years and years and years. And I don't really feel the weight of responsibility. I'm thankful for the ability to inspire and encourage people. I'm very thankful for it. Because sure, I might be blessing you guys. I might be inspiring people that watch these videos. But the reality is the accountability it has given me is great. So I would highly recommend that anyone who starts any type of health journey, or heck, even like a spiritual journey of any kind, document the progress. Document the process and document your journey, because you never know what you're doing could be speaking into somebody's life when they really need it. So I'm going to keep going. I mean, it's going to be weird not having any dates on the calendar. I mean, I guess I could put them on there, but I think at this point doing, daily or, every 10-day updates seems kind of weird. 6 months. I've done 6 months. So what's the next one? A year? But I don't want to give up encouraging people on the internet. I mean, I've done a lot of things in my life, and a lot of them didn't seem God ordained. This one seems God ordained for some reason. So I was at a camp with a church I go to, and it was for men. It was a men's event, and at the end of it, it's time for people like to stand up and do some confession, right? Just get some stuff off your chest, bring things to God and other people around you. Just get some power over it, because if you feel like you're an island, you're in danger. And no, you're not alone. Men are not that complicated. Every man that's ever lived has struggled with a handful, of things. And men are not that complicated, right? And so people get up and say, I need help with my marriage. I've had these kind of addiction problems, this, that, and just the common things. And I was on a carnivore diet at that time. I was probably 20, 30 days into it at that point, which was kind of fun, just to go to a place without any food. Fortunately, they served some meat. That was good. But a man stood up and he said, listen, last year I said I'm going on a diet. And now I have to stand up in front of all you guys and say I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I've been there so many times. How many years have passed in my life where I said I was going to do stuff and I wanted to do it, but I didn't end up doing it? I say, glory to God right now that I was able to do it this time and have made it 6 months. But I walked away from that and I started thinking, oh my goodness, this is such an unspoken struggle in people's lives. Their weight and their relationships, codependent relationships with food. I literally started thinking about it and I was like, do you know what? It would be more acceptable to stand up and say, I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm in a codependent relationship than it would to stand up and say, I'm addicted to food. I'm in an abusive relationship with food. I have a codependent, unhealthy relationship with my food. And inside, I know I need to do something about it. And I need help. It's more acceptable to stand up and express the hidden things that people struggle with than the things that it's obvious to everyone that you have a problem with it and then say something about it. And I'm not picking on anyone that's overweight. I'm not doing that. That's not me. I'll never do that in a million years. I don't know your story. I don't know your journey. I don't know what God has planned for you. That is not my job. But I'll tell you right now, if deep down you have a desire and a conviction that you should start getting serious about your health and your health journey, you could do it. You can at least try. And you could at least fail, but fail forward. Don't take step backs. Just fail forward. Just learn from your mistakes. And I don't know if there's better advice I can give you. I don't have any better advice after 6 months of doing this. I don't have better advice. It's nice walking around saying, whoa, you've lost a lot of weight. And I'm waiting. I usually don't say, yeah, because I did this. I just kind of wait. And if they ask me, I'll say, listen, yeah, I got off the carbs and the sugar. I was like, I just put them down. And I ate mostly beef and salt. Yeah, I eliminated a bunch of stuff from my diet to see what affected me, how it affected me. Man, I got a lot of information. I was able to get stronger. I don't sweat like I used to. I still sweat. I still sweat, but I don't sweat like I used to. Got these birds in the other room just going for it. So, I got some exciting news. So, I've inspired a lot of you guys to start this carnivore diet, start a no carb, low carb diet. I've inspired a lot of you to start again. I've encouraged you on the the process. I've encouraged you to continue the journey. I've encouraged you while you're on the journey. I inspired you to get back up faster when you fall down. I've inspired a lot of things, and you've inspired me. And my wife came to me the other day and said, do you know what? I'm gonna try a 30-day challenge. I inspired my wife, right? My wife is not super unhealthy. She doesn't have the same health issues that I have dealt with the diabetes. I still inspired her. I hope I didn't make her. I don't think I've made her feel bad in any way. I don't think I've disparaged her in any way. I've not called her a cheetovore because she's not even on that diet. We've been doing low carb before I got on this diet, but I kind of went to no, and she really cuts out a lot of the carbs and sugars, but she hasn't had the health issues I've had, and she's had 8 babies, but I don't think I've disparaged her in any way. I haven't talked down to her in any way, but I have lived this journey in front of her, and she's seen changes in my life, and I hope that I have inspired my wife also to give it a shot. And I'm really encouraging her to document the process. So if you notice, I have one camera and I have 2 cameras. Yeah, one camera, 2 cameras. 1, 2, 1, 2. I think I just made a lot of extra editing for myself. But I even got another camera so my wife will have an easier access, to cameras if she wants to document her progress. So if you think my wife should document a 30-day challenge on the carnivore diet, make sure you write in the description that you want to see my wife try a 30-day challenge and document it. Also, I'm in maintenance mode, man. I'm in maintenance mode. I feel so much stronger. Look at this. All right, I'm like, can I stand up and show you that? Like, look at that. I mean, I got a lot of loose skin. I still got loose skin. Right? I heard someone say once, like, if it jiggles, it's fat, why lie? Right? But I'm in maintenance mode. I'm sticking around 230 pounds. That's just where I'm at. Is that a plateau? I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I guess I could give up eating good. I can give up not being hungry. I do some fasting, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm not that hungry. I guess I could give all that up and just starve myself, or I could stay at this body weight and just recomp and get stronger. I guess the sky's the limit for me, right? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue this journey, but I think I'm going to have to switch my focus from my updates. I'll still give updates, but I'm going to switch my focus to you. Where do I look? To you or to you? I'm going to switch my focus to you and what I could add to your lives. So if there's anything I could do for you, anything you would like to see from me that can encourage you, what kind of content do you like? I'm a 44-year-old Christian husband, father, man. I mean, a lot of people say I have words of wisdom to give, and I've asked for wisdom. I've also asked God to help me stop stuttering, and I can do it sometimes. For anyone with the Bible references, my name is Aaron, but I'm more like Moses because I stutter. All right, this message is from Sugarcane. Sugarcane? Yeah. Thanks for sharing your 90-day carnivore challenge. I think you did a great job at 90 days. You even looked healthier. I'm just beginning on carnivore. I'm a 61-year-old grandma that has been pre-diabetic for a couple of years now, and my blood glucose and A1C are always high. I have a sister who is diabetic, and I do not want to go that route. My goal is to lose at least 20 pounds because I'm overweight at least by that much. But mostly it's to get my blood sugar down and become healthier, so I could be around to enjoy my grandchildren and hopefully even great-grandchildren, right? As a woman, it's a little harder to lose weight, and my age and hormones automatically give me a slower metabolism, but I'm giving it my best shot. That's all we can ask for, right? You can do it. I was working out the whole time I watched your 90-day challenge. I've also been briskly walking anywhere from 2 to 3 miles a day. I started out eating keto, but found out rather quickly that it was too relaxed of an eating plan for me. I can relate. I tried salads and vegetables, which I love. Ooh, ranch dressing. I better stop. But found myself overeating on that, and it just didn't make me feel good. I have also found out what a severe sugar addiction I have. I grew up in a big family, and my mom always cooked, and we always had something sweet after meals. Now, even though I'm a lot older, my body seems to still expect something sweet after I eat a meal. I can eat a steak and be completely full, but then still want something sweet. I know it's an addiction and one that I have to break. I even thought I could keep eating fruit. How bad could fruit be, right? It's a natural sugar. I even overdid that. I was buying raspberries, which I love, and putting heavy cream over them, and I just couldn't get enough of that and raised my triglycerides to 600, and my doctor even told me to stop eating fruit if I couldn't do it in moderation. I can relate. I forgot about that. I think my doctor told me to stop eating fruit, which I can't. So I've cut that out. I've cut out a lot of things now, and I know that I need a stricter lifestyle and to get my relationship with food under control. I was putting heavy cream in my coffee until I had to stop buying heavy cream, and I don't like black coffee, so I'm going to have to give it up completely. I've heard a lot of people using brown butter. Sorry to make this so long. It's alright. I just wanted to say it's hard, but it's well worth it to get healthier, to feel good, and to be able to enjoy your life with your family. You're at a young enough age that you're doing it at a good time. I feel like I waited too long. I really do. I really feel like I waited too long. I'll take your advice, though. So whatever you do, don't give up. I don't know if you listen to Dr. Ken Berry. I should probably get a Dr. Ken Berry tattoo right here. A lot of his YouTube videos have really helped me to understand carnivore and everything that goes with it. Yes, I'm finishing up his Lies My Doctor Told Me book. Well worth it. Also, the carb addiction doc is really good too. Good luck on continuing your journey. Keep up the good work. I wish you all the best. I keep watching and learning from your experience. Thanks for the inspiration and motivation that helps others like myself that are just beginning carnivore at a later stage in life. However, better late than never. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I wasn't expecting to tear up there. I don't know if I'm putting this on the internet. I have experienced abusive relationships growing up in my childhood, and I have experienced abusive relationships in my life. And I've experienced codependency, and I've wrestled with learning what love really is. And if I could say it the clearest I can possibly say, in your relationship with other people, in your relationship with yourself, in your relationship with food, you need to learn how to love yourself. You need to learn to love other people, and you need to learn to love food. but good food. So there has to be truth involved. You have truth and you have love. And they always need to walk together. If you don't have both, you have neither. So, in your relationships with yourself and others and with food, take the truth and love and put them together. And I know that seems like it might be is he over spiritualizing this? No, you know. If you ever heard of tough love, yeah, it's called truth and love. It doesn't mean you need to be a jerk. It doesn't need to be like I call my kids. You don't need to be a turd, right? You don't need to be a turd about it. Right? Because then you're not being loving. If you just come with the truth, it's not loving. You have to be honest. I love that message from Sugar King. You made me cry. See what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like a heavy burden to inspire people. But it does feel like a challenge. I want to say this. I want to say thank you again to everyone who's watched one of these Kilby Life Carnivore updates, who's been inspired by my 90-day challenge and my 105 and 10, 20 and 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 day challenges. 6 months on carnivore. Broke a foot, didn't give up. I got steak in the sous vide machine right now. I'm excited for it. I'm still excited about the food I have. I didn't give up. I want to say thank you for sticking with me. I want to say thank you for the opportunity to encourage and inspire. And I'm here for you. Never, ever, I'm getting a little passionate here. Never, ever be ashamed to confess your addictions or that you're in an abusive relationship with yourself or somebody or with food. Get out of it. Get out of it. Be serious about it. Be truthful with yourself. Get out of that codependent relationship and treat yourself well. Don't let me or anyone discourage you. And if you have a rough day, eat a steak. All right, make sure and like this video, subscribe this video, and even share it to anyone you think might have an addiction or an unhealthy relationship with food. But don't do it in a way that's like, hey, you need to get healthy right now. Hey, drip, 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 drip in their life. Say, listen, I saw this. Or like many messages I got is like, I just showed this to my sister and now she's going to try this diet. Because do you know what? Give it a shot. I'm not saying it's going to fix everything. Not everyone loses a bunch of weight on the carnivore diet. It just works well for me and my body, and I'm able to simplify my life. But I'll tell you right now, it doesn't work for everyone the exact same way. But getting in charge, right? Getting in charge and grabbing a hold of your health and trying and working on it is better than sitting back with that conviction stuck in your heart and unwilling to stand up in front of a bunch of your peers or your friends or loved ones and say, listen, I have a problem and I have a struggle. Can you help me? I can't carry this all the time. Can you help? I really hope I've earned your subscription today, and I just really want you to put in the comments also why I earned it. Let me know why I earned your subscription today. Bless me with that, all right? Kilby out. Oh, no. Don't duck face.